Hey Jordan, thanks for submitting your lesson plan so far. The things that you're going to want to work on are really this think about your explore phase. So you want to develop the ideas that you have here so that you're describing an activity more clearly. You're going to need to think about like an active way to get your students to learn the terms that you want to teach, and you're going to have to teach what a cognate is. And one thing that you might do here, an idea that you might try is, picking out some words maybe from the book that you're going to read, or maybe from other things that the students would be familiar with that are real simple cognates, and get them to pronounce the words in English and Spanish, and from there you guys can build together that cognates are words that look alike in two different languages, that they share root words, and that they're oftentimes pronounced similarly as well, and they share a meaning. You might even bring up that there's also false cognates, or oftentimes with kids they call them false friends, and come up with a few examples of that, because those are always pretty fun too. So don't just see if the kids know what a cognate is. They're probably not going to know what that word is. So you need to explain to me exactly how you're going to teach that. Then you're going to be doing a read aloud, I assume. So tell me how that's going to occur, or are you going to give the students copies of the book and they're going to read it with a partner? How is that book reading going to occur? So you have great ideas here. You're just going to have to flesh them out more. And I like this imaginar. I like this idea that you have here for implementing two languages in different parts of the school. So again, you're just going to need to flesh out your ideas, come up with exactly how you're going to do stuff, and you're going to have to tell me exactly how that's going to go down. I think that'll get you started there. Your objectives look good. One of the things that I would just say is, if you feel like you have too many objectives, which you may for one lesson, it's perfectly fine to pare these down a little bit. So when we did this in class, we were brainstorming a lot just to show you that language objectives can focus on a lot of different things, but you don't have to feel like you have to do all of those within one lesson plan. So you can decide what makes the best sense for you. When you're thinking about your vocabulary, this idea about empathy is great, but it's not really related to the objectives that you wrote. So your objectives are related to comparing and contrasting Spanish and English. So that's the skill that you're probably going to be wanting to focus on, is that comparing and contrasting part. And you have that reflected in your grammar that you want to teach too. So make sure you're going to have to pare these things down a little bit. Make sure that you really take the time to teach and practice those vocabulary and grammatical structures in the lesson itself somewhere. And I don't want to take too much time, so that's it.